In this video, I will show you what is 3D printing and how it works. What's up guys, I am Sandeep and you are watching Duvel. So what is 3D printing? At its most basic, 3D printing is a manufacturing process in which material is laid down layer by layer to form a three-dimensional object. This is deemed with an additive process because the object is built from scratch, as opposed to the subtractive processes in which the material is cut, drilled, milled or machined off. Although 3D printers employ a variety of materials such as plastic or metal and techniques, they share the ability to turn digital files containing three-dimensional data, whether created on the computer-aided design or computer-aided manufacturing program, or from 3D scanner into physical objects. History. The first 3D printer which used a stereolithography technique was created by Charles W. Hull in the mid-1980s. Stereolithography has traditionally been an expensive commercial technique, with machines costing in the 5 and even 6 figures. But recent years have seen the advent of the desktop professional stereolithography printers costing a few $1,000s, as well as commercial systems that start well under $1,000. In 1986, Hull founded 3D Systems, a company that today sells 3D printers that use a variety of technologies. They range from entry-level kits to advanced commercial systems, and 3D Systems also provide on-demand part services, mostly to business users. Is 3D printing even printing? Yes, 3D printing can be considered printing, although not as it's traditionally been defined. The relevant Webster's definition of the printing center on the production of printed matter, publications or photographs, and producing by means of impression. Neither definition really fits 3D printing. But from a technological perspective, 3D printing is an outgrowth of traditional printing, in which a layer of material is applied. Usually it is so thin that there is no noticeable height, though with solid ink printers it is somewhat thicker. What 3D printing does is greatly extend that height through the application of multiple layers. So it would make sense to expand the definition of printing to include the fabrication of three-dimensional objects in this manner. How does 3D printing work? It all starts with a 3D model. You can opt to create one from the ground up or download it from a 3D library. There are many different software tools are available, from industrial grade to open source. You can start with Tinkercad. It is free and works in your browser. You don't have to install it on your computer. Tinkercad offers beginner lessons and has a built-in feature to export your model as a printable file. Now that you have a printable file, the next step is to prepare it for your 3D printer. This is called slicing. Slicing basically means slicing up a 3D model into hundreds or thousands of layers, and is done with slicing software. When your file is sliced, it is ready for your 3D printer. Feeding the file to your printer can be done via USB, SD or Wi-Fi. Your sliced file is now ready to be 3D printed layer by layer. Depending on the technique, 3D printers can use a variety of materials, including metals like stainless steel, solder, aluminum and titanium, plastics and polymer, including composites that combine plastics with metal, wood and other materials, ceramics, plaster, glass and even foodstuffs like cheese, icing and chocolate. Benefits of 3D printing. With 3D printing, designers have the ability to quickly turn concepts into 3D models or prototypes, aka rapid prototyping, and implement rapid design changes. It lets manufacturers produce products on demand rather than in large runs, improving inventory management and reducing warehouse space. People in remote locations can fabricate objects that would otherwise be inaccessible to them. From a practical standpoint, 3D printing can save money and material versus subtractive techniques, as very little raw material is wasted, and it promises to change the nature of manufacturing, eventually letting consumers download files or printing even complex 3D objects, including electronic devices in their own homes. It's important to understand what are the types of 3D printing processes, and that's what we cover in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't miss the next one.